spine out clean. Meta built nonsense don't mean a thing. You search for a save, I denied that lane. Now you top deck panic while I stack pain. Count it out loud, 3, 2, done. Whole deck fought off a single stun. And you loaded from stack hard. Break it down. Break it down. Break it down.
Just wondering to see where those explosions were at. Damn. I don't know. It could be last night in our neck of the woods, Trey. We had fucking fireworks at 1 a.m. for no reason.
Just to piss off people's dogs.
It is literally no reason. Like at 1 a.m. Annoying as hell. And thank you, Bombada. We appreciate it. No, thank you, Misfit. Go to hell. Hi, Brandon. We've been using the hell out of Get Diced. Gotta let you know. We're gonna have to have a list of stuff to add on there. we got quite the number of lists on Get Diced this week. Oh, you went to China? Did you bring back some murder hornets, you beekeeping son of a bitch? That's always my thing. It's like, oh, a guy named Beekeeper went to Asia. Please do not bring the murder hornets back. Let's see. God, we have so damn many deck lists. I guess we will do the oldest one first. Let me see. I'm gonna have to share my screen. Perfect. So this is going to be. So I had a book match. I retained this belt. Yay, Intergalactic belt versus one El Hombre Cibernetico playing himself. Very fun, very good match. It's some say a short ballot already. I know it's only been a few months, but for match of the year, I believe it because it was back and forth and really fun on both ends. But I have got the deck list that I built for Uranus versus El Hombre Cybernetico. Let's see. First thing we got, they don't have the belts on Get Diced. That was one thing I was gonna say you might want to add, just for these booked match things. I guess it's more of a presentation thing because if you're making a deck list in Get Diced, you typically don't need it if you're the champion, kind of thing. It's like I guess it just helps for our end presentation wise. Let's see. And so the extra entrance I used for the Intergalactic Belt makes your 7 into an 8, and then you get each player gets an extra entrance. I chose Volcanic Claymore. Started with Felt That because theoretically we are both weak to grapples because and Carlos, man, we've both played against Carlos a lot. He could either be mad aggressive or passive. And it's normally whether he runs press slam or not. Realistically. It's like, will he run press slam? I don't know. But I was running Felt That just in case. And he ran Pizza Toss instead of press slam. So I was like, oh, okay. That's fair. Turnbuckle slams, double grapple, lockjaw, cosmic collection, one-handed bulldog, Philly cheese grater. One-handed bulldog, very good in Uranus because it'll protect against. Very good. One-handed bulldog, very good in Uranus. The ability to just put on an unstoppable grapple and you're halfway to your gimmick is clutch. Just so incredibly like boom on your -2, your -2, your lowest 2. Philly cheese grater, kendo stick uprising. For those who don't know, El Hombre Cybernetico has 2 parts to his gimmick. He can blow up one of his cards to either draw a card or get +1. So I did this in case he got a +1, I could draw a card. He stopped it, which meant I got to search my deck for a kendo stick card, and I comboed it with image unavailable. This is my kendo stick, which the secondary effect is not that useful, but it's a stop.
It's okay. I mean, that's a fake card anyway. No one can find it. So
I've got 2 at least. It's because they knew I wanted to play Grand Peg Big Guy. That's why they had. That's why I've got so many of them. Reverse Scoop Slam, just really good, and he's weak to grapples as well. Chugga Chugga. I mean, if it hits, cool. Finish recursion sounds good to me. Fire Up for the same reason I mentioned his ability to draw cards. I think he aggressively stopped this one in the match, so it was worth it. And I ended up hitting him with a strike finish. But it's like, instead of you drawing one singular card, I will instead draw 2 cards. So very useful. Opportunity Knocks as a gimmick blanker. I've already got like double grapple lead stop, so might as well. Scratching and Clawing, same effect as Fire Up. The thing that won me the game, 10 minutes. 10 minutes before this damn thing started. I messaged Trey, and I had Splash in there for the longest. Splash to unblank my finish because against Uranus, you probably should run Crime Doesn't Pay to blank his very good grapple finish. But I was like, with my gimmick on, I have a 13 because his agility becomes a 3 and mine is a 5. And with my submission becoming an 8 with the belt, I can run Alien Invasion. So,
which is funny because this is also the same thing that I did to Carlos when the predecessor to this belt. I ran a stop on my 5 as well against Carlos.
Different belt,
different belt,
but yeah, but you also played Carlos. Yeah, same thing.
Like Cybernetico, yes.
Yeah. So that ended up, and the bitch of it is, he ran Apron Bomb, a big strong boy. So it almost was never live. And then the board cleared.
You know, it's the same thing. He gets to immediately put it into play and then pop it.
Yeah, same thing if he doesn't need it. But the thing was, I had to get far enough ahead to where he used a follow-up stop. And so he didn't need to put that lead into play. So that's why he finally walked at the very end of the game, walked into the alien invasion, held it all damn game, and it worked. I was able to top deck a finish. Alien boot drop because my grapple's higher. Cosmic knee in the ropes. I could have done knee lock, but just in case. Head to head as a blow up card. American Dragon drop. Cosmic Pete's Apocalypse. I can never be sure whether someone's going to run APOC and it's annoying against Uranus, so why not? Get burned. Weak the grapples. Bury that thing if he tried to hit it. Old school shoulder breaker, double stop. I did just unlock the double grapple 14, so that will be going in here immediately. American Dragon leg lock. Thunder's drop kick. My strike's higher than his agility, so shovel 2, draw 3. Seem neat. Back from the brink. Get all my great grapples back. Dynamic knee breaker. This was Trey brought over all 3 of these to unblank finishes. So I tried to unblank my grapple finish, and he stopped it, I believe. I did face it, you're barking up the wrong tree on 25. So if he threw grapples into me, I was getting a card back at the pass and bury between Alien and 25. Like, it was just like I wanted it to hurt for him to throw grapples into me. Middling minions, double stop, free, turn the gimmick on, the combo. This is my kendo stick. And then the depths of Uranus, my literal worst finish, and somehow the one I hit the most in this match. Lord of Rain was blank for the majority of the match, which it probably will throughout the entirety of my reign. And then the Diamond Cloud, a massive, massive finish that I always find a way to botch. Yeah. And at crowd meter 4, I reached into the depths of Uranus, Carlos, and thankfully rolled like a 6 to a 10, and I had lowered his power 10 to an 8, so he could not break out. Still managed at crowd beater 4 to botch the fucking finish. But yeah, that's fun. Carlos is really fun to play against, both deck building wise and actual playing against. He rolled so many grapple 9s. I heard like it echoing in my head like a nightmare. It was so bad. All right. Well, that's fun for that one. Who do we have next? I think so. We have a LFF heavyweight title match coming up. And so the last show, we decided we were going to fantasy build what we would do in each case kind of thing. And Trey, a known lover of hand destruction, immediately jumped at the chance to build Mac Attack as the challenger. And me, I love my draw 2s, as the Mop Boys know. So I jumped at the chance to play Sabu to throw some death dive, duck, dodge, or wrench, or whatever. Death dive and chair cards to draw 2. And play as the King of Long Island, the World Heavyweight Champion, Matt Hass as Sabu. So, let's see. Is this? So we got the Mac Attack list up first. All right. Mac Attack. We hate, sir. All right. Strike 10, Tech 9, Sub 8, Power 7. Agility 6, Grapple 5. When you bump, your opponent discards 1 card instead of drawing. Already crazy.
Yep.
Once a turn roll. If you would bump and you bumped on the last turn roll, choose a player to reroll. Damn, how do you make a bump gimmick even better?
It's pretty nice.
Yeah. So you are wisely choosing. You got to fight your way out. I would in this case. So he doesn't get any benefit from the belt increasing his 8 to a 10, which was what I would do in that case to give himself a live
15. Or the 10, or you could also get a 14, right? I'm trying to remember the stat line off the top of my head.
No, he already has a 14 because he's grabbed.
But you're cutting it off with the.
Yes, you are. You're cutting off the 14 either way, and yeah, the only benefit, like 8 to a 10, it's still pretty good. I mean, double 10s will always be pretty sick. Yeah. So splash off the apron, stop any grapple with a spotlight. He does have a spotlight grapple, that is true. Double turnbuckle slams, double grapple, which is very important for her grapple. Frog slime potion number 3. Yep. Daredevil dive is a standard card. Makes sense.
I mean, I
We'll
guess
see.
it'll probably be a lead too. Some of the time if you're not running impact, but
That's true. That's true. It's like if the discard pile is not blank, so it doesn't. Either way, I mean,
Yeah.
it's still a good stop. Double
but,
chin
but
music.
I did this because the number six not stopping follow-ups.
Yeah, you're running knee bar. Yeah, makes sense. All right, double chin music, soup and sauce toss, knee bar.
Because I have a feeling that either Alien or Poison Stars will be coming from Matt Haas, and it could be
Yeah.
both. So
you'll see in a second. I chose Poison Stars. I didn't do both. I think doing both is a dumb move.
it is very crazy, but
Yeah.
some people like doing it, and
Yeah. I would never volunteer to leave myself with a one stop. This is going to leave a mark to pick up strikes. Sunset spin. If stopped, draw 2 cards. Apply pressure, draw 2 cards. All American block. Pick up a strike. So you're going heavy on strikes, which makes sense. Double wrist twist. Anointed gimmick blanker. You already got double stop, so might as well. Cannon kick. On guard touchy. Helps with finish and turn rolls. Makes sense. Bend around the ring post. Get to look at the hand. Steel City, recursion, take the shot, recursion, all recursion 16 through 18, stretch over the knee. Terror strikes. Yup, this is what he should be worried about. And honestly, I forgot to put these in my deck list. So if Matt builds it like this, terror strikes, old school shoulder breaker, dog off the chain to increase for stop
increase
text.
for the stops. So turn off all of his
Steel
chairs.
Yeah, steel chair stops, which I built it very quickly and couldn't remember the names of the cards. Realistically, whoops. So I probably should do like Fire Hammer Slam to reduce the number of reduce stop text. Firewall across the bow, very good. Backpack stunner, can't be stopped by follow-ups. If he's running both, then he's doubly fucked. Man attraction, increase tech for breakout. Sabu gets 5 to a 6. You get 9 to a 10. Seems good. Base it, you're barking up the wrong tree. Middling minions, motion to the turnbuckle, and the finishes. The finishes she wants to hit +1 to your 5, 6, 7. If you bumped on the previous turn roll, double these bonuses. So 7 becomes a 9. 10 if you've got on guard touchy. 6 to an 8, 5 to a 7.
I mean, honestly, you're probably never throwing the 14 unless you've seen. Like grapples are just kind of a no-go because, as you're going to see in Drew's list, he said he's running Poison Stars. So
yeah,
you're probably not throwing grapples unless it's the backpack stunner or
a finish. I'll go for it.
Wrist. Yeah.
Opponent's first and second breakout rolls. I mean, it's essentially a circle with double stops, and you are running instead of her actual circle. You're running Carter Clutch.
Yes,
that's fun. 9 to a 10, +2 to the bottom 2. You just don't want to. I guess she's typically not extremely fast. I would be worried if you bury the 4 and then he just kicks out with one of his multiple 10s. That now I'm behind against the very fast Sabu deck because she has to the wheel lock. She has to randomly bury 4 cards in her hand.
Yeah, randomly burying 4 is not something I wanted to do.
Nah, yeah. Looks good. We'll see if the challenger takes any hints. Wink, wink. Michael Kirk, you've listened to us before.
We don't know which one he's picked, though, right?
I think it was Mac Attack.
Okay. I just said that I don't know how to win with Paul, so there was no need in me doing that deck list.
Let's see. Sabu, I was more worried about possible hand destruction. So we're just running some draw stop, snap punch, armor collar tie up. A room full of rocking chairs to blow up your knee bar. Blow up a card and play and draw 2 seems pretty neat. Snap kick going over the steel chair, a big body block, choppa choppa. Against discard decks, I love this line because it is free recursion. Because you get you not only get to draw the bottom card of your deck, which is neat. You could it's like, all right, well, he made me say you get hit with a moonsault. You're like, cool, you discard 2 of my stops. I'll shuffle these 2 and my finish back in. Like, I love these. And drawing the bottom card of your deck is not a bad side effect to being able to protect yourself against a discard deck.
Yes.
In this, I am focusing more of the sub, which I figured was safest, even if they ran that other, if the Dragon Con entrance came into effect. So that's why you have the head
Because I don't
scratch.
have a 14, but that's also the same reason that I was pushing strikes is to force him to put a sub into play.
Right. Low flying elbow, over the shoulder boulder throw. These are two new cards that I don't know if he has. He might have to ask
I
Steve.
think so.
No, this is
Oh,
Matt
this
Haas.
is Haas. This is Haas. Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
yeah, this is Haas. This would be, hey, if you're going to make me discard with Mac Attack gimmick, I'll draw 2 instead.
Pretty
Sounds good. Sounds good. That's a 10 and 11, 12, blood in the water. Search for a strike stop or a the sub finish, swinging and dinging, +1 alien boot drop, which would just be a friendly draw with that. And I did put knee lock in there just in case of the what's it called? Just in case of the Dragon Con entrance, just because it would be all right. I'll get a +1 if I have to throw it, and it doesn't help my opponent. Just in case. Legendary sheep goats for the throat because I figured the double stops were coming for grapples because of a grapple finish. If that hits, then it could be pretty big. American Dragon Drop recursion. The 18 follow-up sub searcher for subs. The barbed wire baseball battle axe of charcuterie cheese. There is your poison stars. Death riding DDT. I think it's fun. A random discard, and then I'll draw 2. Like, it could hurt, could not, but at the very least, my deck is thinning and yours isn't.
You're on fast enough that unless you hit a key stop out of your 10 cards in hand, maybe 11 when you hit this card.
Yeah, maybe 11. It'll probably be all right. Yeah, you discard first. You do the stop
discard,
first.
So you're 9, but yeah.
Yeah, well scouted. Daredevil dive. I mean, when you get a lead Daredevil dive, you kind of gotta go for it, right? Death Valley driver. Search. Ideally, he would search for the sub and then draw 2 cards. Seems neat. Ultra Cosmic Death Clutch. Bury 2 in your discard pile. Look at the top 3. Add 4, essentially. So extremely useful in the what's it called? In the end game. Face you're barking up the wrong tree. Bury Backlash of the Steel Chair for the keywords. So in this case, I would probably do that as the 21. I think I forget the name of it. It's I have it in my I just mentioned the I think it's like cranial skull compression, I think.
Yeah.
Is the lower crowd meter for that. And then 27 dog. I forget what the 27 for lowering that would be. Isn't it like guitar to head is the 25?
I think that's the 25.
There are so many new cards, man, and I don't know if they're on Get Diced or not. Probably why I didn't see it. And then all stock finishes. His finishes are more than enough. Yeah. So that, but then again, getting into the mind of Michael Kirk is easier than getting into the mind of Matt Haas. I'll say that. I'll make that bold assumption. As someone who has played them both, I think it's easier to understand that. Let's see. So we also had Michael. You've played Matt Haas. The counting of the mannerisms and the
didn't
counting
have his thumb jar ready to use as a dice cup.
Yeah, the dice cup is a little tilting. The counting of the stops is mildly annoying, and we mentioned that he would definitely be running the Poison Stars and Alien Invasion because at Captain Con we saw him run Rah Rah Perry, and Rah Rah Perry doesn't need skill stops because her gimmick says mine are always on. So there's no reason to waste your time with skill stops when my stops are always on. He ran both the 15 and Alien Invasion. And he was caught with his hand in the cookie jar against anybody that ran knee bar.
Which is crazy because the previous year at Captain Con, I saw people running 2 of the knee bar line in a single deck.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's why it's like I feel like it's a little bit easier to get in your head than Matt's for reasons like that. And we've had that kind of working relationship when you were going for the Midwest Coast title a little bit, so that I think that's fair. All right, and we had a new player asking about Venus, the Cosmic Crusader Venus, and Trey, you built a deck list for this Venus. For those who don't know, I always forget about Venus.
I do too.
Yeah, so when you roll agility or 10 for your turn roll, your cards with flying in the name cannot be stopped. There is some. You notice when looking at flying cards how many he had to make just for Venus. Like you'll notice all these damn Venus or these flying cards with submission 8 requirement. Damn, I wonder why that is.
Yeah,
I saw that when looking over the deck list. I was like, because he and I were like, actually, there's a couple fun things you could do with this. But this is for like a newer player. I'll talk about a couple of things I would have done. That is true. I have played Uranus the most of the Cosmic Crusaders, and after that, I played with Cronus a little bit.
So yes, for a new player, you got this clicking on something that's stat line. It's you're super protected on grapple because you're an agility 10, strike 9. Yep. So we're going to be trying to push grapples in this deck. And then our secondary is strikes because tech 5, sub 8. Is that right?
Yeah, sub 8's pretty good.
And then 6, 7 on the power grapple. So we are
Frazier is out there.
Weak to subs. So strike or grapple is going to be our primary playthrough. Strikes secondary and subs third. So because our subs are going to be third, we're going to just basically put all of our draw or keyword cards on sub.
Because they're unstoppable. It's kind of, this deck I found when I was looking at it, it compares heavily to Amber Nova.
Yes.
Less good finishes, but still same kind of thing. It's like a lot of these cards that are harder to be stopped are on. Are we back?
There we go. Hope we're back.
That was weird. All right, let me turn this on. Try it again. All right. There's a little blip. All right. Draw stops 1 through 6.
I do not see the deck.
Oh, let me try and turn it off and turn it on again. How about now?
Nope, I just see us on the screen.
Well, on my screen it's showing. I don't know how it'll look for everybody else. Dave, can you see the
chat? I'll have to let us know if they can. Okay, I can see it when I look on the Twitch stream.
All right, so you can see it. All right,
I can't see it, so I will watch on the Twitch stream with just a little bit of delay then.
Okay, so we are also on a delay.
Which deck is it?
Venus.
It's just mine, so maybe I was gonna say the chat can see it, so that's fine.
Yeah. Although now Dave came back in and now I can't see it. One little blip in internet, it went a little nutty. All right. Well, you know the deck, so I'll just keep going through it. I think it's showing on the Twitch stream.
New player. We're just running draw stops. We ain't trying to get cute with any flip stops and hand destruction stops, ring of fire stops. Just run your draw stops. You don't need the reveal stops because you're going to be giving away more information than you're actually retaining. So draw stops across the board. Like I said, once more with feeling because we're pushing grapples. You show them 2 cards. Show them your 1 through 6. Show them your other recursion pieces. Pick up that finished grapple that you're trying to hit. Drawing dimes on strikes to keep recurring that finished grapple. And then, like I said, we're drawing on submission.
Pressure.
We've got keyword on 10.
Unstoppable draw 2 if they got to stop and play.
No. This is the reroll.
Oh,
trying
that's
to
the
let
reroll.
you-
Oh, it's even worse. All right, now. Well,
It can try to let you hit your agility again, or
yeah, back-to-back agility.
slithering tackle. Like I said, we're just pushing that grapple, and then hold it right there. Can't be stopped by follow-ups. If you happen to have another sub and play, draw 1+1. 13 through 15, draw stops.
Across the board.
16. This is draw for opponent stops and can be unstoppable, or is it your stops? It's a newer card. I don't actually remember which one it does. I think it's
your
opponent because I
has
think
to play.
All Star is yours.
Yes.
American Drag and Drop. We got a grapple and play. Top deck a card. We're just gonna keep slamming the grapples until they go through.
Basic.
18 and 24 are both keyword cards. So you're pretty much only wanting to play these when they're unstoppable.
This is the you'll notice it's like, damn, that's crazy. Agility and submission
On a submission card, because I was told purple cards can't have those.
on agility. I was like, so the agility one is the one that's like sub. You have choke on the smoke for sub on sub, so that's fine. But
Well, I think someone was trying to get the opposite of throwing my weight around on 18, and they were told that it couldn't have a blue skill requirement on it.
That's true. Let's see, flying head scissors. It's not excellent, but it is also unstoppable when you need it to be.
And it's a draw on your weakest.
Yeah. Let's see.
So 19 through 21, draw stops. Big card on secondary recursion piece. On newer players, I like the Stinging Splash, because if it hits, you get to look at their hand and see what stops they have or what finishes they have that you may need to protect yourself from, and then you just pick up a card from your discard pile.
Yep.
And then 23, typically I would like running just direct search for a finish, like the diving takedown line, but throwing in an unstoppable flying cutter seems pretty good as well.
Young Allergy's worst nightmare.
I know. And then, like I said, we are just running straight draw stops, 25 to 27.
Yeah, Flying Fly Trap is a removal card. Anytime they roll agility, they can get it back up and hey, what the hell? Wait, hey, you know what? I had your best interest in mind. The thing that I thought would be fun. So his or
Back
her.
for me.
So the grapple finish is 3 to the 6, 2 to the, or is it 3 to the 5, 2 to the 7. If stopped, randomly bury one card in your hand, then put this card on top of your deck. Could be good, decent at the end of the game, surely, because who cares? The finish sub is 2 to the 8, 3 to the 5. If stopped, look at the top 4 cards of your deck, add one to your hand, randomly bury the others. I just think that's not really that good, although it is 8 to a 10.
Not great.
The thing that I was looking at, the finish strike for her, +3 to the 6.
I think if you click on Venus, it'll show you the finishes too.
Yes, if you click on Venus, it'll show the finishes. +3 to the 6, 1 to the 9. Randomly bury any number of cards in your hand. Your opponent buries twice the number of cards in their hand. Draw
It's
1.
annoying.
So randomly bury 3 cards. They bury 6, and then you draw 1. Seems
As we
decent.
saw in my previous deck list, I'm not for this randomly burying cards.
He's not for it, but this is better. Like,
It is. It's like, if they got 10 in hand, you're like, well, I'm going to randomly bury 5 and let you randomly bury your hand. But
yeah, the thing that I was looking at and just seemed like an absolute nightmare playing this deck, instead of Flying Cutter, Young Allergy, swap to Butterflying Brainbuster, because Unstoppable Moonsault line seems horrifying. It's like, I'm going to bust you with this. And +1 to power on finish rolls. So
I think as you get more experience, that probably would be a better build.
I
But,
think that's terrorism. From the King of
a new
Night
player,
Terror.
I don't know how well they will pick up on the stops that they're actually hitting from the
Yeah, that's for like if somebody else wants to build this deck. I think like the focusing the strike that has with Butterflying Brainbuster is just a nice 3/10s unstoppable Butterflying Brainbuster into the finish strike 3/10s. I'm gonna bury 2. You're gonna bury the rest of your hand. It's just like and that's what's crazy is you really don't have to play her hand destruction. She just becomes with a massive 1-2 punch. Just becomes a fucking nightmare. Just because of something like Butterflying Brainbuster into that strike. Let's see, and so that's a fun. If you have any more requests for decks, either for new players, some of these Cosmic Crusaders that
though, with,
don't get a lot of shine.
You don't have to run all of the flying cards either. Just because it is a keyword doesn't mean you have to cram it into the deck.
Yeah. See, King of Moonsalts, Ron Talks Tabletop says that's horrifying. Yes, that's why. Listen, every once in a while, the pervert in me comes out a little bit, and it's just like, how about this 1-2 combo? That's a fucking nightmare. It's just like with 2 cards, I will destroy your entire hand and hit you with a 3/10s finish. Yeah, it's one of those like little things that it's like, huh, that's kind of neat. And then she's even got a removal card if they have any kind of protection against that.
Yep.
It seems fun for a newer player. Let's see. The next one, we're running through a hell of a lot of decks. We actually this is a very deck tech heavy episode. Less jawing and shit talking, honestly. Let's see. He said, "Oh, he's updating for the belts. Neat, yeah, just for a presentation. I think that's better." So, Dave, if you're here, or all right, you want to pull up Macho Squatcho now. Most of you know I have mine and Steve Resk's relationship is hit and miss. We go back and forth. We jaw a lot. But he hits me with a message one day and says, "Hey, do you think you can build Macho Squatcho on Stat Card? I'd really like to see what you guys would cook up." And I say, like, "Well, didn't you just win locals with it?" He was like, "Yeah, but that was just like a pirate deck list that I just swapped the cards in. Like, it wasn't designed to do it or anything." And I'm like, okay. So it's like clearly like the competitor, like the gimmick is for Macho Squatcho.
So I'm saying that this was his Terror Skull deck list. Is that what we're?
Commodore
T Skull.
It might be it's the same stat. Well,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's basically the same.
It's close. Line. It's close to the same stat line. It's also could be. No, it wouldn't be. It's got to be something else. He said it was like a pirate deck list that he just swapped the majority of the cards over and didn't swap that much. So when your target increases any number of their skills, draw 2 cards. So if they run Chain Wrestling, that line that will work. It does not work if they run Set Up the Steel Chair. If they hit you with a finish, you will draw 2 cards. That is why for my entrance, I have chosen Rodissimo Training 101 in room 207. Because if you're going to draw 2 cards, if the only time your gimmick is going to be active is when they hit you with a finish, I don't want it to be a natural 10.
Yep.
All right. So I have American Double Punch just as because you're protected by the equal 8, and just in case I want to try and draw the bottom, and then less than in hand because your draw gimmick doesn't trigger near as much as you would like. So you're probably going to have less cards in hand. APOC, because you don't have that much set up. Less than stops, 5 and 6. Overrun, draw 2. Once more with feeling. I am pushing grapples in this deck for a combo that is very fun. If you look at them when we get to the finishes. Once more with feeling to get that grapple finish back. Head scratch, you're power 10. Go for it. Fuck it. Brawling and punching, you're on like a 7-5, so you kind of need that protection. Double throw, go get that grapple. Arm stomp, hey, there's your draw 2, Piglet. Springboard Lion Splash. and you're equal 8. Normally fuck rip and ship, but you see, you have to understand. Steve Resk, on the day of his son's birth, he came to me and said, "Drew, we need Macho Squatcho." So for him, for Stevie, for little Donatello, I put in the rip and ship suplex. Just for him. Cosmic Knee in the Ropes at 15. Chop Block just as a draw card. American Dragon Drop to get that grapple back. Cat Scratch because, I mean, hey, you're like 10-6. Screw it. Cat Scratch may hit. Get Burned. Hook the Top Rope. Well Scouted just as a little protection. Showboat. Showboat is so huge of a swing that a lot of people will do as like a lot of people will aggressively stop it just because it's a huge swing. I have Power Bomb at 23, Flip 4, add 2. The combo that we're going to get to, you will want both your grapple finish and your sub finish in hand for a neat trick that'll become fun later. Neck Vice, removal card to just in case they have like a knee bar in some cases. Shuffle 2, draw 1. Roaring Elbow Blank. This is for open field, not Super Lucha. Obviously, blank discard pile on 25, 26, bury a card, freeze don't move 27. The Top Notch Squatch Drop, I believe that is, let's see.
That's if you roll agility, you get more.
Yeah, plus 4 to the 5, plus 1 to the 9, or plus 1 to the 8. If you roll agility for your turn roll, you also get 9 to a 10. Pretty sick. If they aggressively stop Showboat, that thing's going to hit like a truck. The Extinction Event, finish grapple, plus 1 to the 7, plus 4 to the 6. And that cute little phrase, your opponent cannot play cards on the next turn. Now that includes stops. And now, with that finish submission, the Abominable Stretch. Plus 2 to the 5, plus 2 to the 8. If your opponent's skills are increased or they increase their skills last turn or turn roll, this card's also a lead. So if they get to increase anything, if they say they have like main attraction or anything, like being able to combo and just be like, boom, lead finish is very fun. It's even better if you're going against somebody like Mimic or somebody that'll increase. Like I played against this. Brian Schmidt had the easiest matchup of all time. I played La Phoenix. Every turn he won, he drew 3 cards because all my stats were increased. And somehow he lost just because La Phoenix was able to rat by the end of it. But lead finish was live almost all the time. Ended up helping me, but that's why I like this. Not being able to stop anything, and then you can go if you don't have the sub finish live as a lead, you can go grapple finish. All right, well we didn't kill. Straight into head scratch, unstoppable head scratch to reset yourself up. Like it's cool. Like there are a couple fun tricks with this deck that you can really do. I think that's fun. And also, don't threaten me. I can get worse. That was me being cinematic. I could get worse. Yeah.
See, I think I would probably run a stronger 9. I think I would actually put a skill on the 9 to try to pull out the lead stop.
So skill.
Most of the time, I'm for the head scratch over the chugga line, but I think in this situation, I would run chugga.
That was a thought. The other thought would be if I did take off Power Bomb, I want a Power Bomb just for the ability to have both of the finishes in hand, just in case. But I would run Set Up the Steel Chair if I did not run.
Yeah, I would run Set Up the Steel
Power
Chair.
Bomb. So you can have 9 to a 10.
But yeah, so you got on the
finish.
thing, stop something stupid with your strike that increases your chance of having the 10 on your strike there too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I would run that, and then Maybe the gimmick blinker combo. Like I'm just trying to think of the 12s that you could play that would actually pull out the 2.
It would probably have to be the gimmick blanker.
Yep.
Yes, it does, Chuck. Because so it's not just finish. The gimmick would trigger too. So both of the because it increases breakout rolls for both. So if they have set up the pineapple, which honestly that may be the thing too. You could put in the 23 draw plus agility for each player's breakout rolls.
Yep.
And that would set it up easier because if you botch that finish, then boom, you have the lead finish.
Yep.
Which then again, there you go, collaborative. Hey, Chuck ain't always stupid, yeah. You see, I don't own those cards, so it's really I always forget about them. Like the ones that I have gotten from Trey. I have like 6 copies of the main attraction. It was one of the first cards that I got. I ran it in my first deck that I ever built by myself. Jay White when I won that event like in yesteryear, like and I ran it there, and it's like the other 2 never seen them. Had to borrow them from Trey for Faction Wars and stuff like that. So I never think about them. Yeah. So if they increase their skill, so if they hit you with a finish.
The opening act would not trigger it because the skills not increase, the rolls
increased. That's what I was going to say. I don't think breakout rolls. It has to increase the skill itself, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Pull up the.
So I think it's like the 1, 2, 3 is where they could trigger if they
and
play them offense. And finish. Yeah. Yes.
You know what's funny is I actually, I think I actually commented on Macho Squatcho when I first looked at him because. Let's see.
Basically stuff that triggers for Mimic, right?
Yeah. And actually, let me pull off Dave's thing and pull up mine. You can see a neat little comment on SRG PC for Macho Squatcho. The ruling here is wrong. Steel Chair Kenda's ring steps does not increase skills and increase turn rolls when that skill is rolled. In this scenario, we would only draw 2 for Leapfrog. Source: I played Mimic a lot. So I already did through that about a month ago. When I first looked at him. Yeah, I think he's fun. I think that combo's neat, and he's got pretty huge finishes.
Yeah, like a lot of the luchas.
Which I think he's very good in lucha, even if it's like lucha open, because your snake pits and your Draculinas and whatever. It's like cool. I'm gonna draw 2 every turn. Or just about every turn. Like it's like he's a counter to that. In a way, he's kind of like a draw mimic.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he would be good in like an open field as well because you're dealing with your snake pits, you're dealing with your RVDs and your Ligers and stuff like that. The same way Fey Dragon is better against Worlds comps than she is lower divisions.
Yeah. But there you go, Steve Resk. I built the Macho Squatcho. You already won locals. What do you care? You already got to stunt on the Pulverinos and such of the world. The fuck ripping ship. Oh my god. Oh, very deck heavy episode. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else on the docket that we have to cover.
Did you guys do the Mac versus
We did.
Okay. I missed it. Sorry. I had a backyard emergency.
No, you're good. Yeah. You were running around. Yeah, listen. When we don't going through a bunch of the decks, it's like it's also like you've been here before. Yeah, man. Draw stops. We're not going to spend too much time on those. It's really just the non-stop ones, or if it's a weird stop that we got to spend time on. Or it's like, if we make a decision, that's why this is here for that reason and why.
Yep.
Let's see. I don't even think we never got Possum's Terror King, Terror Possum King deck list, but
They never sent it to us.
I will be the first to say fuck Night Terror. Overhand wrist lock when we want overhand wrist lock. If all right, Dave, this is more your baby of a segment. If you want to come on and explain.
Yeah, we're just looking for ways to include you guys in the chat other than just, hey, build us a deck. The Venus one was great, but a lot of times I'm going through my collection and I'm like, oh, this card's awesome or this line is awesome, but I can't make it sing right. One that jumps out to mind for me is the last year's or the Kickstarter ones where they're follow-ups that are skills that you have to display another of that sub or that grapple from the stomp your block off or whatever that line is.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah,
what I
that's the
would
reason
like,
we did the Possum King list.
yeah. So see, they connections. But what I would like from the chat is to just give us maybe some cards, not necessarily comps, that you want to see us possibly either build around or do a smaller segment that maybe you couldn't get this card to work or think it should, or what are some
how do
good
I get
comps
this card
that
to work?
Yeah, basically that's the idea. How do we make this card sing? And I think there's a few different lines or cards that are out there. So, but I want this to be community driven. So if anybody has any ideas, either message me or ask the show or just show up and be real loud about it. One of those ways. And we'll try to incorporate that into the next show.
All right. Yeah, I'm interested. There's a bunch of times I look at a card and I'm just like, I have no reason to use this. So whether it's keyword based or like there's like there are often times where it's like, why does this card exist? Like there has to be a reason, and it's like try to get some use out of it. Like I build CM -1 stops. As
If you want to run kendo stick, like
Grand Pack big guy Sabu.
yeah, Sabu should definitely be up hacking a few of these.
Yeah, Grand Pack big guy. I run on 20 and 21, and I think at least one of the 25 through 27, because his grapple stops are all kendo sticks, so he needs those.
I was going to say
lower.
the Rumble Jack in Atlanta. I thought about running a full package of the minus crowd meter stops because people like running the crowd meter higher stops in a grand battle. So you get through the grand battle and you get in the Rumble Jack, and then they've had all those higher ones, and then you're minusing the stops. They're just not going to have any stops for you in the Rumble Jack.
We love the Rumble Jack, Paul. What are you talking about? We had good fun. I won the last one. That's how much fun I had. And then got smoked in the grand battle. Yeah, build all the new Kickstarter comps. Well, Trey's already built the complete, so that's already halfway done. And Brian Myers is the harder one, man. Brian Myers is the hardest one. Because that... I don't think he's very good, and then his finishes don't back it up. That's why he got the short end of the stick, because we've already talked about Smart Mark Sterling is a nightmare. Like, he's very good. He's also like my kind of shit too. That's it. No, actually, I like them a lot. We love bounties on Simple Chuck. Listen, a kid got paid. This is wonderful, wonderful news. Kid made money by and became a hero for destroying Simple Chuck. We love it. I'm not shocked about that. He's okay. That's the funniest. The funniest part about that is I had built that before Smart Mark came out, and it's like, no, cool.
Brian Lee told us no one runs dog packages.
Yeah, right.
That's never been a thing for someone to run a dog package of cards.
Listen, you, the Brian Lee guy, I talk shit about him constantly.
It's crazy because I played him the month prior with literally a dog package of decks just because it's funny to say Dog Ziggler.
Goldfish Brain. Goldfish
Hey, you
brain.
get huge finishes for it, so he's doing something right.
Yeah, listen. If you act stupid, you can get a world's gimmick on your spotlight, on your least protected spotlight. Fuck, do I know, man? People raised a holy bitch fit about Vacation Commissioner, and then 64-bit Casey came out. Whoops. Oh my god. What did I miss on here? A hell of a lot of deck tech talk, Mikey. Where the hell have you been? You have to be at a live event with Chuck normally. That's the issue, is like we don't do it online as much. Because online it's whatever. But if you're at like an Atlanta locals, you wanna do that. Notable botch of the year, 64-bit Casey. You're watching a movie. Good for you. Big cinema guy. Oh my god.
They muted you.
He muted me because I was yelling, "Go to hell." I was telling the truth. And I think Mikey would agree with me now. Oh my god. All right. I think that'll about do it, guys.
Try to. TOE2 should start anytime so we can rate them. If we just give it a few minutes, right? They should be on time.
They do. I thought they do 7:30, or I can't remember. Oh, hey man, Schmidt, are you starting to stream anytime soon? Yeah, it's 8:30.
Yeah.
Nah, man. We're gonna have to trust our good friends to go watch TOE2. I don't have it in me to. I got a slow cooker full of peanut chicken with white rice. I gotta go handle. I don't have it in me to stall for half an hour as much. If only we had a new video package and a brand new Possum song that we could be playing, but the director of content went on a country-spanning vacation. Otherwise, we would have an excellent.
Next week, tune in next show. Next show, 2 weeks.
Tune in next show. We are all very excited for this.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah. You gotta do a new cooking episode. I mean, I realistically could do that whenever, because I'd just be making shit. Like, this has been sitting in the bowl for a minute. All right, so we have 2 chicken breasts. We have in a slow cooker on low, and then a sauce made of peanut butter, soy sauce, rice wine vinegar, honey. Fine, I'll do it next show. Damn it. Rice wine vinegar, honey. I added some seasonings. I added some 5 spice, some crushed red pepper, hell of a lot of garlic, some chicken stock to thin it out, and if I had coconut milk, I might have added that some at the end, because it's normally like a peanut chicken's kind of Thai inspired. But it's very good. Throw it in a slow cooker for 4 to 6 hours. Chopped garlic. I use garlic. I'm not. I don't care. Use what you got. Yeah, but add that. Add whatever seasonings you would like if you'd like to augment it. It comes out a little bit sweeter, but it's also you get enough. You get a lot of sweetness from the honey and the peanut butter, and then some saltiness from there. I just like adding. I added a little bit of, I think, Cajun seasoning, crushed red pepper, to add a little bit of a heat to it. And then, let's see. Now,
I tried. He just doesn't have the juice.
Let's see. Donnie Janela.
He doesn't have the juice.
He's very good against Chopper.
Yeah, he's very good against certain people, but
yeah, he's straight up useless in a lot of places. and also like I guess there's more corner cards now, but you gotta
There
got
are,
two.
but he doesn't. It would need to be the other way around. I think he doesn't get the 13.
It's I use smooth, but it's up to you. I would if you do this and you use chunky, I think that's fine. You would just make sure to want to thin it out, and thin it out, and then you would basically be treating those chopped peanuts and crunchy peanut butter as a garnish. I'll probably garnish mine with green onions. Yeah, which known white onion hater, but green onions in dishes like in a bunch of Asian dishes, like I have no issues with. But hand me a raw white onion and I will make the sign of the cross. Can't do it. Hate it. Can't do it. You throw throw raw white onions in a ton of things, and I just hate it like that. Thoughts on lamb overall as a concept? In general, yeah. I mean, depending on how it's cooked, rack of lamb is something I don't have the patience to deal with. Ground lamb is delicious. I enjoy a shawarma and things of that nature. A little gyro if you get actual gyro. Yeah, no, lamb's fine. Yeah, especially heavily seasoned. Yeah. Also, I'm a creature of contrast. Hate raw white onions. Love onion rings. Like you deep fry it, and I'm like perfectly fine with it. But maybe it's just the crunchy coating or whatever. But it also doesn't taste raw.
Just so the chat knows, Donnie Janela is not Joey Janela. The big picture premium is not the big picture. Okay.
Yeah. That's for the record. Kung Fu Donnie Janela is not Joey Janela. This competitor is much worse. Much worse.
Okay, and I was looking at, he does get the 13 now. Probably when I was playing him, he did not have
Corner
the 13.
Crush.
Yes.
All right, so that's decent.
But then you got a lot of he's got a lot of other bad corner cards that you would need to
have to play. No, you're good. I mean, yeah, either one. Like, Joey Janela much better. You can't chicken off a bone. All right, explain that line. I can't chicken off a bone. Do you mean Chuck? You can't eat bone-in chicken? Are you literally Chuck? You can't eat chicken at all?
Off a bone, just like Chuck.
So you're like Chuck. Okay, cool.
See a bone is just a no.
See a bone, it's a no. Hate tomato sauce, but love salsa. I'm the opposite way. I don't like salsa, and I'm fine with tomato sauce. Although, once again, I point out you gotta puree those onions. I don't want to bite into an onion.
That's probably part of the salsa thing for me as well.
It's also part of that, and no issues with ketchup or barbecue sauce based or ketchup based barbecue sauce.
Yep.
Yeah, New South, bunch of dog shit competitors, and that is theoretically my local wrestling promotion. Fuck Dump Sanders. We saw them a lot. Fuck Dump Sanders. Would you make fried chicken, and if so, what kind of stuff would you use for your fried chicken? I have made fried chicken many times. I have made Southern fried chicken. I have made Korean or Japanese small crispy fried popcorn chicken. Just kind of like boneless wing style things. Let me see if I can actually find a picture of this. Listen, you jerks. We've done it. We found the way to kill time until Totu. You're just asking me cooking questions. Which honestly, I have no issues with, because this I can actually talk about. Because I do it a decent amount. For those who don't know, realistically both. The gimmick is good on Dump Sanders, I will say that. for those who don't know, I had bariatric surgery a couple years back, and before that, I didn't really cook that much. I was also living with my parents at the time, and when I moved out, I needed to learn how to cook. Now, when you go through bariatric surgery, you have a very restricted diet. And you can't eat solid food for a while. Schmidt knows this. I believe he had the same type of surgery. So what I ended up doing, I watched a lot of the Food Network, and I would watch food YouTube videos. And through sort of osmosis, I kind of learned like, hey, I would kind of like this, and do things like that. Like, okay, I can do this. Let's see. That's right. I forgot I made fried chicken like a little bit ago. Posts from you. Oh, that reminds me. There was a night where it was actually snowing in Alabama, and I made like Nashville hot style popcorn chicken. It was sick, like very good. Let's see. All right, I'll close out this one, and I'll pull up my other Facebook screen where I've got you motherfuckers. You finally found a way to get me to talk about it. Damn it. All right. This was a couple weeks ago. So this is a boneless, skinless chicken thigh that I flattened out with a couple fried eggs. So I shallow pan fried in a cast iron. Dredged it normal. I did some cornstarch and all-purpose flour, egg wash, and just salt, pepper, garlic powder, cayenne, just normal Southern style seasoning blend in the batter. But when it was done, I topped it with Bojangles seasoning. So Bojangles seasons their fries, and I guess their chicken as well, with their own spice rub thing. And one night, if you go to Bojangles, and people in the South, and I guess expanding into the Midwest, you can get fries, and their fries are really good when seasoned. When they are not seasoned, they are dog shit. Like they are just the most useless steak fries you will ever get. So it is like they don't do anything. So I asked, hey, can I have some extra seasoning? They didn't throw the extra seasoning on the fries. No. They threw it in a cup. And I was like, cool, I have to use this. So I figured I would season this chicken thigh after I was done. It was delicious. It's fried chicken with Bojangles seasoning. It's delicious. This was some of I cut up a chicken thigh and made my own Nashville hot popcorn chicken. For those cooking popcorn chicken or really any fried chicken, I would say don't use all-purpose flour. You definitely want a cornstarch or for a Korean or Japanese style fry, you would want to include some rice starch as well, because that makes it so much crispier than just regular all-purpose flour. Cornstarch is your friend when wanting a crispy coating. Let's see. But that's fun. Let's see. Natty Bar 1, so I smoked a ham with pineapple beer. My thing with ham, and I've done this a lot, I love cooking it with either apple cider or ginger beer. Ginger beer, very strong. You get a ginger beer from Aldi. They got some of the strongest spiced ginger thing, like ginger beer of all time. Like even in a Moscow Mule, it is a little tough. Like it's that strong ginger flavor. Let's see. First solid food after the surgery was an egg pocket. Yep. Let's see. Scrambled eggs, chopped bacon bits, and hot sauce. Bombada cooked a 5-pound pork loin for dinner tonight for the family. I had a big ass pork loin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I love cooking. It's something that I've had to get a lot better at. I'm trying to think. And it's also like I've cooked some stuff. I've cooked gator before. I've cooked. Let's see. Beef Wellington is like the most complex dish that I've ever made because it has a lot of different steps that are annoying to do because you have to keep it cold the entire time because you're dealing with a lot of puff pastry and stuff. Let's see. Remove, pull it back up. Yeah, there we go. There's Beef Wellington. J. Kenji Lopez alt recipe for roasted potatoes. Best roasted potatoes you'll ever make. You cook them in. You boil them first in water, salt, and baking soda, and it breaks down the exterior of the potato and makes them. You can get them, rough them up, and get a very crispy coating when you cook them in the oven. Very good. Drew Pantry. So it's as disorganized as you might expect from your brief glimpses around my house. I make trips to like Asian groceries though, so I have more of that kind of things because a lot of like the simple dinners that I like to do because a lot of Asian style cooking is mostly mise en place. So it's getting everything in its set, like it's doing everything ahead of time, and a lot of pre-prepared sauces, like hoisin, different types of vinegars, soy sauces, stuff like that, and it's just like mixed together. You make a sauce out of that and add whatever seasonings, and a lot of it is like cooking the protein, tossing it in the sauce, and it's a lot of that. So when I'm looking for like quick meals, that's a lot of what I do because a lot of like European style dishes take a shitload of time, and a lot of things like I have a wok. I make a lot of fried rices and stuff like that for that same type of reason. It's quick and I can make a lot of it and just have it for weeks, not weeks, but days for the rest of the week. Let's see. Aldi is amazing. I agree. Use flour, egg wash, and meat tenderizing and adobo. Okay, here we going. Chilies and adobo, most slept on ingredient. Like canned chilies and adobo, one of the most slept on ingredients. They are delicious. Sazon, I can tell that you have been working at a Central American restaurant, assuming Mexican restaurant, by your use of sazon. My guy. Put that stuff in my flour. I use chicken breast for the fried chicken. Yep. Gator. Tastes like chicken with the texture of fish. It's a little off-putting. Yeah. Fancy corn dog. A very expensive corn dog, mind you. When I cooked for a whole family, I had to buy a whole fucking loin from Publix. That thing was very expensive. Taco egg rolls. I love making egg rolls. Day-old rice in the recipe. So, J. Kenji Lopez alt is my cooking idol when it comes to stuff like that. He did a test. The two best types of rice to use for fried rice is you either use day-old rice, which you'd set it your rice uncovered, like top of the refrigerator, so it dries out because you don't want it to clump together. You either do that or freshly made rice that's been spread out on a pan, so all of the moisture rises up and evaporates, and it dries out a lot faster then. So you get the effect of having dry. It's not perfect, but in a pinch, because it's not sometimes like I don't want to do that. Like the rice that I have, like I'm just tossing with the sauce and the chicken. Adobo and sazon. That's right. I'm white as the driven snow in heritage and everything, but I have learned to expand my horizons. Still hate onions though, but I'll eat chicken off the bone. Damn it. Good fried chicken and spaghetti and taco cheeseburgers. Hell yeah. All the four major food groups. So Your sausage gravy was far from perfect, my guy. That shit was like spackle. Use more milk, less flour, or more fat. If your pork sausage does not have enough fat, add some butter. As with most Southern recipes, you add some butter. Like you'll get there eventually. Oh my god, I've been adding butter. Yeah, I don't know, man. I love cooking. It's a way. Trey ends up cooking a ton, like because I know you make a lot of work meals because you'll like you'll be like, oh, I'm making food for tomorrow, or just a lot of times like late at night when we're talking. What are some of your favorite things for like taking into work?
I mean, it's just simple stuff. It's usually just chicken, rice, and veggies. It's a lot of times what I'm doing.
You're doing the bodybuilder special.
Yep.
Any kind of
Quick and
seasoning
easy.
sauce or just
It means a lot of times it's just Mrs. Dash.
oh really some Sasson. Pretty much. Slow cooker soup and chili. All right, I have very strong opinions on chili. Damn it, no beans. Texas Red.
Spaghetti sauce.
Nah, man. We Texas Red chili, man. We love that. Call in Mike. Call in Mike Benton. Damn it. We love no bean chili.
Yeah, that's the Chuck side of it.
Let's see. There's my Facebook. Yeah, I was feeling myself. I made chili and chocolate chip cookies. I come from a family that does dessert extremely well. We're all shocked by this, by how large I am. Let's see. Yeah, slow cooker soup chili. Oh yeah, I made my own wonton soup before. That's something I've gotten a lot better. I made my own homemade ramen. I made dan dan noodles with homemade chili oil. I need to do that again. My brother ate all my fucking chili oil. I need to redo it. Let's see. Mojo marinated steak, garlic
also
bread,
that-
chili, lime corn.
That chicken soup that you made was.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the
That's-
chicken and gnocchi soup. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was something I posted on Facebook before. Let's see. Yep. That recipe. Ian Fujimoto. Ian does great work. Yep. Creamy chicken gnocchi soup. Look, it even includes some spinach, so you have some greens. Yeah. Yeah, that was delicious. Hey, my Oogie Boogie. Yeah. And that reheats well. I gave some to Trey because it was like, I can't eat all of this. Trey, do you want some? He was like, sure.
And carried it to work the next day, and it was great.
Yeah, it was great even reheated. Yeah, big fan. Definitely going to be remaking that at some point. I think what other random ass foods. God, yeah. This is a leftover ham stir fry with an egg roll. Yeah. Oh, for get-togethers, I make Conecuh sausage fried rice. So Conecuh sausage is a Alabama sausage that is delicious, like a hickory smoked sausage. And yeah, this was Conecuh sausage, frozen vegetables, ginger garlic paste with ground Szechuan pepper salt, black peppercorns, and sesame seeds, and then soy, hoisin, oyster, and chili garlic sauce. Delicious. Got some heat. Big fan. Scary times ahead, said Mike. Yeah. I've tried to make Jean Bing before. I want to do it again. I tried it. You know, one of those things. You'll be watching Facebook. You see like a street food reel, and try and do that. Good evening, Kibo. You're at the very end. The people have asked that I prolong the broadcast so we can raid Totu, and they started asking me about cooking. So I am just going through stuff that I've made. Hilariously. Let's see. So for those who don't know, my family used to run a Nestle Toll House cafe. and so I know how to make cookies. So there's chocolate chip cookies. Those are brown butter chocolate chip cookies. There we go. I love these. Lemon ricotta, cake, muffins. Let's see. Tagalong pie, which is like a peanut butter pie with crushed tagalong cookies and honey roasted peanuts, was really good. I just made some big ass cookies one. God, 2016. I'm old. Let's see. My favorite cookies, though, that I only ever saw at the Nestle Toll House were oatmeal scotchies. They are oatmeal cookies with butterscotch chips. Let's see. Oh, that was when I tried to make it when I made bagels for the first time. They went okay. The shaping was meh. Did not build Fireball. May do new Fireball when it comes out. We did like 6 different other decks instead, and now Killing Time. Hope that you've made that you refuse to make again. English muffins, man, it's just not worth it. Like English muffins are just annoying, because you have to ferment them, and like it's just making bread and stuff, and it's to get all the nooks and crannies. I'm like, man, I'm gonna just go get some Thomas. Let's see, oatmeal cookies, store bought. Nice. Yeah, it's pretty much not gonna make the. The beef Wellington was really good. I'm still so. I also mildly emotional. I wanted to learn how to make creme brulee. Creme brulee is one of those things that is easier than you might think, but looks very complicated. And I also love this meal: red wine braised short ribs with gremolata and Parmesan grits, and then had lemon creme brulee. Yeah, this is when my family came down from Poughkeepsie, New York. It's funny. My sister-in-law, my oldest brother is vegan, so she doesn't get a lot of chances to like eat meat. He's not like against it; he'll cook it for her, but it's still like doesn't want to impose. But let's see. Yeah, my grandmother always loved creme brulee, and before she passed, we gave her I made a bunch of creme brulee, and we gave it to her, and she said it was the best she's ever had, and that made me very happy. It's just one of those things that I really like. Made pumpkin creme brulee before, lemon creme brulee. I love lemon desserts, man. Yeah, and as Rambo mentioned, shrimp and grits. Maybe my all-time favorite Southern meal. Like, I love gumbo, but man, shrimp and grits, just so damn good. Yeah, shrimp and grits with 3 cheese grits, andouille sausage, bacon. Yeah, shrimp and grits with Kaneka. Like, killer. I love shrimp and grits. Aha! This is something that I looked into. So typically in a lot of those dishes that I showed, I cooked polenta. The difference between grits and polenta is only yellow corn, grits is white corn. Realistically, there's no difference the color of corn. And sometimes the grind is a little different, and polenta is often looks fancier because it's more expensive, all yellow corn. That's funny. Because the best commercially available shrimp and grits around the South, I guess, is the Big Bad Breakfast. I love their shrimp and grits. It's really good. Oh, he got tired of listening to me talk about cooking. He made a Kung Fu Donnie Janela deck. Here you go. One for the out. All right, Trey, what are we doing here?
Well, we actually crammed all the chop keywords in here. Chop cards, fewer than draw stops, pushing grapples, secondary strikes. Same thing. Subs is just draw. So fewer than stops outside of the one. Big body block to protect your chop cards. Kickback draw, backflip out of the corner keyword. Pin into the corner draw. Recursion on 14. A diminished flock. It lets you pick up any if you discard 2. So this will actually make your fewer than stops more live. Double down on the hits because you have a bunch of APOC enjoyers. More draw on subs. Keyword on 22. Searching the grapple. It increases your agility as well. If they probably have a live 13, you're not pushing grapple anyway, so I don't feel like that hurts you too much. Boot in the corner, I guess, kind of works against all of your fewer than draw stops, but it's a keyword that's probably not going to hit. And then you have his finishes. And, the grapple is, I think, was a 10, 3 9s.
It is 2 10s and a 9.
2
and
10s?
an 8.
Okay.
Yeah, still good. So we are theoretically we are misunderstanding the gimmick already. We don't need chop cards. The chop cards.
No.
We need corner.
Finish strike. Oh, yeah.
The finish strike is corner, not chop.
Chop into the corner. Yes, it was the number 1, though. Corner.
Yeah. Okay. Because you said your chop cards are
chop.
protected, and I was
Corner.
okay. I was like, I heard that. I was like, why? Okay. No. Yes. So yeah, we got bash in the corner, boot in the corner, splash in the corner. Okay, there's more corner cards than I thought. Those aren't too bad. Boot in the corner on a 5/6 is tough, but
yeah, stop it. Probably not hitting. But then you get to play this King's Wrench and draw 2, so Piglet will be happy.
Yeah. Yeah, but I sure. I mean, the grapple and the strike, decent bonuses. It's just the
gimmick. You're playing without a gimmick most of the time.
The gimmick doesn't do anything unless you get. I guess. So if for some reason they run kick it to the corner, they just have blank text. So it can't stop anything. Like I'm trying to think of all the stuff that theoretically could be decent. Chop the back of the D does nothing. Is somebody running the one of 2 people in the world running booty drop chop, and it does nothing.
Yeah, chop, kick, and strike. So
I don't know, man. It's tough. Like decent finish. Yeah, I'll say this: he has decent finishes, especially for a New South.
I was gonna say, other scissor kicks and kick into the corner or kickbacks don't do anything.
Ready to raid.
There we go.
Right, thank God, we got there. We have successfully segued from cooking. Trey got so bored by my cooking talk that he built a New South deck. God bless. I didn't want to do it, so I'm glad he did it.
I was hoping there was going to be more corner words, so it was less to build.
No, unfortunately not. That strike is going to be hella annoying. Honestly, you may just do like the Bearcat dropkick. It may be less work. Oh my God. All right. Think Dave is holding up. Okay, he is holding up. 3, 2, 1. We are getting ready to raid. Thank you all for hanging out. We have wasted enough time to where we can raid. We will see you next time on Stat Guard. We appreciate you.